My name is Louis Spagnola, and I interviewed Dr. Yulia Artemetico. She's currently a faculty member of SUNY Oswego, and she's been working here for a year and a half. And I asked her what she does on a typical day. And she says she prepares for a lecture, she gives her lecture, and then she makes time for office hours so that any questions that the students have, they can come to the office and report to her, and then she'll try to solve any questions that they have about the material. And then she says afterwards, she's done with all of her lectures, she plans for the next assignment to lecture tomorrow, and she tries to balance her grading. I asked her what's the most difficult part of her job being a teacher, and she says the grading. And I could understand. She said she puts in about 80 hours a week into her job, and she said that's most likely because it's her first beginning years, and after she gets a hang of things, she will become, the job will become a little easier. I asked her, I said, are you happy with what you do? And she says yes she is, because she feels that teaching is the most important job on the earth, her words, and by preparing, it's by preparing the next generation to be ready for what has to come, informing them, teaching them, guiding them, being a role model to them, that she can make an influence on future years to come. I asked her if she has purpose, and she answered, of course she does, because she's a 5-year-old daughter. And I asked her what kind of purpose does the job give you? And she said, she just answered with the same answer. It's informing people on how to grow. I asked her, what is something I could do to get my foot in the door and get really more experience and maybe be like her, be a teacher. She says that in New York it requires a master's degree to be a teacher, and on the college they usually require a PhD most of the time, specifically with biology. So I asked her if there were any private internship opportunities that she knew of, and she didn't as of right now. She doesn't have any available, and she didn't know of any off the bat. But she said to ask the other faculty members if there are some independent research opportunities I could take advantage of. If there's something, maybe I could go down to career sources and then go into the hospital, the Oswego Hospital, and get some experience being a lab technician, maybe understanding if I want to go into research, if I want to be a teacher, if I want to go to med school, grad school. She said, think about who I am and get experience, first-hand experience, and that will really entail what I want to do. I said, are you happy? And she said, of course. I asked her what are some skills that are essential to really getting to where she is in life, being successful, being somebody who is revered and honored in this society, because teachers put themselves in the eye of the public, and therefore it's their responsibility to be honorable. And she said, just keep a positive attitude, never give up, try to be specialized in one field so that you can really know how to teach it, because she said she may not know everything about ecology, but she knows a lot about molecular evolution, biochemistry, and she can really lead that because she spent so much time being an expert in that field. I asked her what are some keys to career advancement, and she said just really following through, like through years of research she did. She never gave up, and through her publication of her research, she was able to build an extensive resume and make herself very valuable to science in general. I asked her what are the skills that are most important in this position of the field, and she said active listening, being able to be organized. Organization is huge when it comes to teaching because there's so many students you have to take care of, and you have to get their assignments straight. And she said best way to enter is to get first-hand experience. And we mostly talked generally. I asked her about personal questions about her life and what she did for a job. You know, how she survived through her 12 years of schooling after her postdoctorate at Johns Hopkins and her doctorate at University of Ottawa. And she said she worked part-time jobs in the mix of getting her degrees, and she lived at a very low economic level, and she got by the bare minimum until she was able to get her postdoctorate and apply for her 80 job positions that she did until she landed here at SUNY Oswego. And I thought to myself, somebody as respected and intelligent as her took her 80 applications to get one job. You know, for me, only getting my bachelor's degree, it's going to take me at least 80. So I need to be ready for that. And she said, be prepared for the long wait of jobs calling you back, because biology is such a large field that it could be a very long time before I get the job that I'm looking for, and that's meant for me. That's okay.